Welcome to Lankenbahn here in Norway. This is a rallycross series that we're busy running. This is a 3-race highlights reel. The first 2 races were essentially just the qualifiers, with the last race being the actual final. Sit back and enjoy and root for your favorite driver. So in this group 1 we had 5 drivers. Unfortunately Jacques disconnected as we were getting going. But on the grid we've got Dylan, Bruno, who's new to our series. Welcome, Bruno. We then have Ash and Jakes. Waiting for the green lights, and away we go. Very tricky conditions as we jump off the line here. Bruno and Jakes getting a great start. Dylan going a little bit tighter in the line, just trying to get the power down. See that Jakes took that joke on that first lap. I think that was a very smart move. Dylan locking up those front brakes, being pushed wide by Ash, and then rejoining the track back in second place. Oh, big impact there. These cars are just so unpredictable on these conditions. Dylan still holding that second place, with Bruno creating quite a lead there in first place. Jake's in fourth, putting his attack. As taking the inside line there, bit of a drift. Dylan locks those wheels up and he goes extremely wide. Contact again with Ash. Dylan's really battling to find... Oh, that must have been a penalty. Come on, Dylan. What on earth are you doing? We go on board with Bruno as he too goes wide. Getting that power back on. Bruno, you got wipers, bro. You need to use those. It'll make your vision a lot easier. Great use of the handbrake there. Flicking that rear around. Getting the wheel straight and putting that power back on. Quite a tricky little corner, this one, with that little bump as you saw there on the right hand side. If you get that... hit that a little bit too much speed, it just throws the back out, unsettles the car, and it really makes this corner extremely difficult to get around. As we go into lap 3, Bruno puts a charge onto Jakes, tries to get him on the inside. Jakes gets that power on a lot earlier and is able to pull away from Bruno. Lap 6, a shot of Ash doing a great drift around that first corner. Ash is currently in third place. Dylan's in fourth as you see him come around the corner, trying extremely hard to gather this place back up from Ash. Dylan's just not comfortable in this car at all. He's been all over the track the entire race, just can't seem to get settled. Up on lap 7, Jakes is still in command. Bruno in second place by 1.7 seconds. And it was at this stage where Jakes was able to just hold that gap over Bruno and go away for the win. We have a look at Ash in third place, heading down into turn 4, gets the brakes on, puts the handbrake up, too much handbrake, loses traction in the rear wheels there, and he has to give up that place to Dylan, who moves himself up into third. So the positions for race 1 is Jakes first, Bruno second, Dylan third, and Ash in fourth. So round 2 of the qualifiers, we had some of the guys that were in Carl's group. They've now swapped and come to mine, and vice versa. Sit back, enjoy, and let's see the quick highlights of what happened in race 2. Round number 2, we see that we now have Roy, who's replaced Ash, and Vincent, who's replaced Bruno. On the grid we've got Dylan, Roy, Jakes, and Vincent. Green light and off they go. Roy getting a great start off the line there. He's opted to go for the Joker on that first lap. Oh, Roy's gone a bit wide there. Oh, he's put it into the wall, giving Vince that place. Jake's currently in third position, being followed by Dylan, who seems to have manned up and found a bit of a better groove on the second race, as Vince is chasing hard, remembering that he's already jokered on this first lap. Sort of Jakes as he goes around corner number 2 and 3 in a great position up there in front in first position. On board with Vince on lap 2, as he makes an attack there on Dylan. Oh, a bit of contact. Vince just backs off a little bit, just giving that place back, and off they go across the line to begin the third lap. Jake's coming out of the Joker. Will this corner catch him out? He's going to carry a lot more speed. Yes, it does. He makes a mistake. So the guys are a lot closer. Jake's first, Dylan second, Vince third. And unfortunately Roy was lagging a bit, so I couldn't really get a nice smooth video from him, that he just got stuck in on the track from here on in. Great corner there from Vince as he crosses the line to begin lap number 4. Dylan taking the Joker on this lap, giving that second place to Vince, and that's where it will stay. Lap number 7, Dylan is being chased by Roy quite closely, coming into turn number 5. He unfortunately gets it around and loses that place to Roy. So as Jakes comes around the last corner, the positions will end. Jakes in first, Vince in second, Roy in third, and Dylan in fourth. So it's finals time here in Hull. The top 6 have now gone through. Gummit has been eliminated, and Roy stepped down, giving Dylan the opportunity to race in the finals. Let's see how it goes. So having a look at the grid, we've got Carl, Dylan, Vincent, Ash, Bruno, and Jakes. As we wait for the green lights, and away they go. Ash getting a great start on the outside with Vince cutting straight through that middle. Dylan chooses to take the Joker lap on that first lap, followed by Jakes. Vincent first through that corner, meaning he jumped up 4 places within that first corner. Great drift as he goes down corner 2, with Carl running a bit wide, followed closely by Ash there in second place. Ash coming in, bit of contact there onto Vince, but Vince holds his line, goes a bit wide, gets the cones flying around, but so far not too much damage. Great shots as they turn into corner 4 into 5. Great side by side action as they head up to the hill to hit the jump to cross that first lap. Positions are Vince, Ash, Carl, Bruno, Jakes, and Dylan. On board with Ash as he gets a great entry into turn number 3 and taking that place away from Vince, setting himself up into corner number 4. Great use of the handbrake there, swinging that rear end around and getting himself lined up here for corner number 4. Tight on the inside. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there, but sets himself up for 5. Has he gone a bit too wide there? Oh, he's gone and hit the wall. Just reviewing what happened there, turn 3, lap 1. Dylan's gone extremely wide, made a huge hole on the inside there. Jakes has come flying through the inside there. Massive impact, taken Dylan's bumper off, and that was the end of his race. So we chase Bruno as Ash, Carl, and Bruno take the Joker lap here on lap 3. The positions are currently Vince, Jakes, Ash, Carl, Bruno, and Dylan. Oh, big impact as Bruno goes and he hits the back of Carl coming through turn number 3. Bruno lining up, Carl's gone wide. Tighter line for Bruno, little nudge there by Carl. Extremely exciting stuff right here. Side by side as they enter into turn 4. Oh, Carl's gone too wide, allowing Bruno to get on the inside. Bruno's gone wide as he gone into turn number 5. Will Carl get that drive as they come over the finish line? Bruno definitely wins the race up the hill there. So further up the field we have a battle for first place. Jakes taking up Vince. Vince got a bit wide, contact by Jakes, sending Vince further into the snow. I wonder if there will be any damage on those 2 vehicles. That was a very hard impact. Great recovery there by Jakes, coming around turn number 3 there as he heads down into turn number 4. Very tentatively around that little front jump there. Must have been a bit of lag, because I don't think he went straight to the wall there. And as he crosses the line, the positions are Jake's first, Vince second, Ash third, Bruno fourth, Carl fifth, and Dylan sixth on lap 5 of 10. We now get behind Ash as he starts putting his attack onto Vince. Great corner as he goes around turn number 2. Tight on the inside there to set up for 3. Oh, Ash has gone a bit wide. Vince has got that much tighter line going through 3. Put in a much better exit speed, and he's just made that gap slightly wider. As they go into 4, Ash has run a bit wide again. Will he get that handbrake to get the arse around? Yes, he has. Great cornering there by Ash as he starts lining up for the jump. And they cross the line. On board with Bruno as he gets on the inside. Slight contact there by Ash, sending Ash straight into the wall. That is such a pity. Unfortunately, that is one of the things about when we're talking rallycross, is that these incidents do happen. Really, really unfortunate there for Ash. That's allowed Dylan to take that place. He moves up into 5th place. 3 laps to go. Dylan's battled the entire series. Damaged on all 3 races, just hasn't found his groove, hasn't got any luck, but yet he's still head down and charging on. We jump back to this battle for 3rd place between Carl in 4th and Bruno in 3rd. Great cornering for both of the drivers as they go into turn number 1. Turn number 2, a much different approach for both drivers. Carl went for the tighter line, Bruno went for the much wider entry to try and get that straight line speed on as soon as possible. Very similar lines as they go into turn 3. Looks like Carl must have got a better drive out. Slight contact as they head up the straight. Carl hits the wall as they prepare for turn number 4. Carl's gone a bit wide, allowing Bruno to get a couple of hundredths of a second away from him. Carl's gone a much tighter line on the inside. Almost contact. There must have been contact. Carl's definitely lost the front of that car, and that's just opened that gap to Bruno. Bruno definitely away now into 3rd position. Back to our race leader here on the last lap. Jake's had a flawless race. Couple of contact through the beginning laps, but he has kept it together, made this car work for him. As it turns into impact there on the inside of turn number 4, but I'm sure he'll be quite safe. He had a good couple of seconds away from the 2nd place Vince, and he crosses the line. And the positions to finish were Jake's, Vince, Bruno, Carl, Dylan and Ash. Thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed that video of the Rallycross lights. Look out for the Super Rally right now.